Welcome to the show. We are on the road today in Georgetown at Rock, right on Center for Kids. We'll be hearing from physical therapist Dr. Nancy Krenek a little later. She founded Rock, and we'll show you one of the very special therapeutic equine programs here. Rock on Veterans. It's a remarkable program that partners veterans, active duty service members, and their families with horses and with each other. Through co-ed and women-only classes, community meals, and the support of fellow veteran volunteers, Rock on Veterans builds strength, healing, and camaraderie in a truly unique way. Let's take a look. Tell me a little bit about your experience here at Rock on Vets. Well, how long have you been coming to this?
I think we started in September, right? We started in September. When I initially signed up for Rock, my experience with horses was very crazy. I really didn't have good experiences with horses. Either I had an attitude or the horse had an attitude. And I really didn't have a lot of knowledge when it came to the horse. But coming here, my horse's name is Teddy, and we have a great relationship. We just graduated doing groundwork. I know a lot about doing groundwork with Teddy. We have a very, very good relationship. Just the first moment I get to see her, it's like an instant connection. I don't know. I can't really explain to you. I can't put it into words. I really can't. It's just, I feel calm. I don't know. It brings tears to my eyes when I see her. Right?
Yes, yes.
What about you? What kind of brought you to this therapy?
Well, actually, my marriage counselor is Dr. Clark, who has sessions here as well, and I've been on I feel like there's light at the end of this long tunnel. I've been on a long journey of recovery from a lot of things, trauma in childhood and military and stuff like that, and trying to heal from TBI, PTSD, all of those things, and being alone a lot. As a female veteran, I found that we spend a lot more alone time than the males usually do, and that was odd to find out. But here, it's family. It from the instant that I got here, it was just warmth and welcome, and it's changed my life, honestly. I'm sorry, I get emotional about things.
We're all right there with you. Yeah, it's like horses are magical.
Yes, Sister is my horse, and the most endearing people in my life I refer to as Sister. So it was meant to be, and she's amazing. At first I didn't understand, but now I completely understand, and I'm just excited for more and more, and I can't wait.
So, what kind of things do you do in your session?
When we first go to our horse, I'm not really good with names. I'm really trying to learn the name. What is the
we groom them for the bridle? Is it the bridle? Halter.
The halter.
Yes.
We halter them. We take them out of their stall.
Yeah.
And then we groom them. For me, grooming them is, I talk to Teddy. I talk to her like I've known her forever. And I feel like she knows what I'm saying to her. And I speak to her in Spanish sometimes because I feel more comfortable. And to me, she is. And I feel like when I talk to her, she understands what I'm saying to her. And I've never had a horse. I've never had a horse so close to me. And sometimes Teddy will lay her head on me. And to me, it melts my heart. My cup is full when I'm with Teddy, especially when I'm grooming her. I think that's where I feel the most connected to her when I groom her.
Thank you both for your service, obviously.
Thank you.
Can you tell us what branch of the military you served in?
I was in the Army.
22 years, retired Army.
Well, Well, we cannot thank you enough for what you've done. And,
Thank you.
and it's so exciting to see something like this that is helping to bring peace to your
Yes,
lives.
yes.
So
Yes, it
much
does.
peace. Yes, I'm so excited about every time that I'm here. We both we're now volunteers as well. We're already certified for sidewalkers, and we're gonna do more. So this is just my new home. I know my new sanctuary for peace and calm.
Well, and that's what I understand about the program is that volunteer veterans work alongside, and it's this camaraderie that develops that's so precious.
Oh,
And this is just the beginning. I feel like this
Yeah,
is just the
it's
beginning,
just-
because we were just helping out, and I was just like, hey, what do we have to do that and to do that and to do that? Like we want to do more because we feel comfortable. We feel at home here.
it's like a home. It's and being alongside other veterans again is just it's almost being complete with all the personnel here. The people here are just amazing. The other volunteers, it's beautiful.
We love you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I'll be talking to Stephanie too. I had so much fun though at the Cowgirl Bruncheon.
Oh, that was
Yes.
wonderful.
It was
Yes,
amazing.
yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank
Well,
you.
It was just so great to see how the community turns out to support rock.
Yep.
And we won. We won the category best
Table. Yes, we
representing
did.
rock. So that was amazing.
I think I got a picture of your table. So right,
Yeah,
that's good.
that was amazing.
That was great. I mean, just seeing all the professional ladies and everyone just so beautiful, and it was a nice environment to be in.
Well, and just to see this arena transform.
Yes.
And you are a Navy veteran.
Yes,
Tell
ma'am.
me about your military service, if you would.
My military service, I started in Orlando, Florida in 1993, ended up in Millington, Tennessee for technical school. Then I landed myself in San Diego, Miramar for my first duty station. And then
Tough duty.
I headed
San
to
Diego.
Washington State, to Oak Harbor, Washington. And then I ended up on the USS Carl Vinson, which is an aircraft carrier. And then I got out.
Okay, so what did you do? What was your
I
role?
was an aviation ground support equipment technician. So I was a grease monkey. So I used to do preventative maintenance on the equipment that supports the aircraft while it's on the ground. So like tow tractors, hydraulic test stands, hydraulic jacks, anything that supported the aircraft while it was on the ground.
So what brought you to rock?
What brought me to rock, it was a divine intervention, definitely that. And then I heard about them at the Heroes Night Out. They did a barbecue thing 2 years ago, and I met Stephanie and Heidi. They had a table set up, and that's how I met them. And I was gonna come last year, but unfortunately I had a car accident, so I wasn't gonna have a ride to get here. But then when it came open this year, I got a phone call, and so that's how I got here. And I heard about it through the table they had there, the information table. They really work.
What has this meant for you?
Everything. It's everything. I just never knew it was going to be what it is. I mean, I'm going to cry. Oh my goodness.
Just call me Barbara Walters.
Okay, but okay.
But I end up crying too.
So the rock means everything to me. It's like heaven on earth. For real, it is. I mean, the volunteers, the staff, it's like they're so loving. So I'm a peer specialist for the mental health clinic at the VA. And look, I was telling my last patient just now, you need to go see this horse. He's an 83 Vietnam veteran, and he's having problems with memory. You're probably gonna have to cut this out. But anyway, I just know it will help him or give him that love. And I told him at the end, I was like, I told his wife too, I was like, if y'all go, I said, the best part are the people that are there. The horses are incredible. Don't get me wrong. Grant is amazing. The therapy is great, but it's equal. It's equal. Yeah, it's equal. Not one's better than the other. It's equal. I just know that the presence of the Lord is here.
Yeah, yeah. And what I'm hearing is that word of mouth really is how a lot of people hear about
Oh
this.
yeah, definitely word of mouth. Everybody networking, and then when I'm telling somebody about it, they're like, "Oh yeah, The Rock, I've heard about it. Yeah, you should go." But yeah, I just love it, and I just love it here. It means the world to
Well,
me.
in talking with the other two ladies about the camaraderie and the mentoring, what does that mean to you?
It means everything to me. It's amazing. I love these ladies that I've met. We have a commonality besides being veterans. I mean, that just got us here, but there's just so much more because we get to experience this together. So when you get to experience something so wonderful, it's like being in the Girl Scouts. You make friends, make buddies, being in the military, but this is like this is no comparison to anything else. It's not like a sleepover with a bunch of friends or best friends in elementary school. No, this is like we've lived life, we've gone through some things, and we can go through some things now together and support each other.
Yeah, yeah. We talked about just the magical aspect of horses.
So magical.
Has this been a surprise to you?
Yes. Grant is a cardiologist. Grant, by the way, is my horse. And he is a heart surgeon. And he did open heart surgery on me. And it's amazing. So amazing. I love Grant. I mean, I don't know. I've been through a lot of trauma in my lifetime. And
Yeah.
Grant is great.
Yeah, there's just something about their nature and about how they connect with humans. And you mentioned the camaraderie, with the other human people, but that connection with that horse.
So different. It's so different. It's a non-talking communicative. It's through presence and being in the moment, and I don't have to talk, and I'm a talker. I love to talk, I love to be listened to, but I also love to listen. But being with Grant, I don't have to talk, I don't have to say anything.
So how long have you been a part of this?
Since September as well.
Okay, so you're all part of like a class.
Yeah, we're a class.
Agreed.
We're the veteran program for women right now. It's a 8th month class, I believe, every Friday, and it ends in May, I think. And right now we're on the horse now. We already did the grounds horsemanship. We graduated, and now we're riding the horse. But I'm also a volunteer too, and my first volunteer day is December 1st.
Okay, and so when the next class starts up, you'll be still involved.
I'll still be involved. I'll be involved all the time. I'm even going to do the Georgetown. I think they're having a horse and carriage for the holidays. I'm going to be doing that too. I want to come make posters, but I have to work that day during the day because they're doing it during the day. But I love it. I just love being here. So yeah, I'm a volunteer, and like I don't see myself ever leaving the Rock. I'm hook, line, and sinker.
Well, we cannot thank you enough for your willingness to share your story with us, but also your service to our country.
Oh, my pleasure, and I think everybody needs to come to the Rock.
Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your taste. Mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com.
A big thank you to our sponsor, Fox & Co. Bakery. Check them out for delicious baked goods and your catering needs. Stephanie.
Yes.
It is a delight to get to visit with you.
Oh.
I want to learn a little bit more about ROV, Rock on Veterans. How did you get involved with this program here?
Oh my goodness. Well, my journey with Rock started in 2015 as a volunteer. My husband and I were doing cowboy action shooting, and we met someone that brought us to Rock. My husband's a veteran, retired veteran as well. And so we came for the veteran evening, and then I got involved, and one thing led to the next, horse handler, and then they asked me to be in the STAR program. And after I got certified as a path instructor, I was hired on here at Rock. And the first couple of months, I was not in the veteran program. But then eventually 2020 is when, right during COVID. But Rock was, so we were able to stay, of course, open part of the time during the COVID, and got involved with the veterans in the program as an instructor. I've been involved with the program, with the Women Only Veteran Program since 2016 as a volunteer horse handler mentor. So we've kind of continued that wonderful process. So, yeah.
What have you seen this means to the women veterans who come?
Oh my goodness. Well, you never know what is happening with this program until you actually hear them write, or they tell you, and they break down in tears when we have the graduations. We do know that a lot of the women are closed in home before they come here, and not everyone, but a majority, and they don't feel they have a community. And so this program, it takes everybody. It's the horses, of course, but they also have a horse handler mentor that they are paired with for 6 months. And that person is their safety net. And so that in itself works really well. Of course, I facilitate as an instructor what we're going to be doing and instruct how to do, but that one-on-one is what they've got from the very beginning. So, because a lot of this is intimidating for someone who's never been with a horse, as you know. And then the comfortableness happens, the trust begins, and then, just through the horsemanship skills that we teach. I mean, that's really, and then the process just takes on, because we, of course, show and explain the relationship with the horse is translated with your human friends as well. And they start understanding, the horse causes a person, because of as a sensory animal, to be present in the moment. And they find that they have to really regulate. The horse will tattletale on someone when they're not able to regulate. And they okay, we've got to take a minute. The horse needs me. It's a partnership is what we try to teach. And so right now, as a couple of ladies explained to you, we did that 8-week ground program, which is teaching them how to move safely around a horse. They get a little bit of anatomy, they get a little bit of, conformation, understanding why the horse will react the way they do based on their body language, and just a lot of things gives them the why. So it strips away that fear. So when it does come to the riding component after that first 8 weeks, they're a lot more relaxed, and they've got that confidence already started. And because it takes a lot to get on the back of that 1,000-pound animal.
Especially if you may be intimidated by a horse.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's what goes on here in the classroom.
Yes. So we, the first 8-week ground, the way I run the Women Veteran Only program, we do it's an hour-and-a-half class in classroom and in arena. And so what we do, which I find tends to happen, once that person gets into the arena, they don't hear a lot that's being said, because it's a lot of, trying to be in the moment, a lot of going on, right? And so what I like to do, because also veterans like structure, so everything's laid out. We spend about 10 to 15 minutes in the classroom explaining and listing what's going to happen for the evening. They've got an agenda. And that in itself is so important. So there's not much of a surprise, when they go into that arena. And everything, to the minutes, I have the agenda laid out. And so they know what to expect. And so there are not too many surprises.
Tell me a little bit about the horses themselves. Where do they come from?
Oh,
how are they trained to do this?
They come from all over. All over. Literally, we have a lot of donations. We had some horses from Texas A&M. We had some horses from the corrections facility. We've had some horses that we got that were donation. I'm trying to say adoption.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of different places, and the horses are trained. We have a wonderful equine staff and instructors and volunteers that help, because consistency is extremely important with the horse, and especially with the riders that we have out here. We are a pass center, and it's very.
What does that mean?
What does path international? Well, can we stop it right here?
He can edit.
Okay, edit. So Path International is a organization that just by having it, see, this is where I always get messed up.
That's okay.
So just skip that part.
Okay, well, that's okay.
Just skip that part, because I could say something wrong and everybody like, that's
okay.
But really what it is, it's an organization that's international, and it's a 501c that has set a myriad of different types of regulations and rules and processes that people certify to be a part of. And then the center is also, that centers can become past certified centers. There's a lot more
There's
into
a little
it.
bit of the tall weeds.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
How do the veterans' families figure into this?
Wow. So that is where people don't really realize. So if you think about it and understand that the nucleus of the family, are the parents. They're the breadwinners, the mother, the father, and they are also raising children. And if the parents aren't able to take care of themselves, how are they going to take care of their children, right? And it's an ongoing need. In fact, in the Women Veteran Program, we've had a lot of women veterans come through, single mothers, a lot. They have, I've had, one was 3 and 4 children, and they're working. It's unbelievable, because, you sit there and you think, okay, these women have now filled the service, done their service, and now it's even more than ever. A lot of the enlisted, they're on food stamps. That's a reality. It's a sad one, but it's reality. So we, it's just, it's a need that it's all encompassing. And then we have the family can come on a Tuesday night, they can groom a horse. Then we can go out and we can, sorry, she was doing it at the window. I was like, I know I got 5
and here I'm coughing. He's going to have to edit that. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I know. Yeah, I'm taking so much. You got 4 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Just any last thoughts about what this means to you and what it means to the veterans?
Right. What this means to me is more than I ever thought it would, because I'm coming here with the understanding of what they've gone through, because I've my husband's a retired veteran, and my brother, and we have a large family that have served. And what I've known and understand is that, really most of the veterans have a servant's heart. And they want to serve, and they want to have purpose. And for some of the veterans, this gives them that. And it gives them, they're always searching for the peace. And this gives them the peace. And to know that I'm part of that, I'm always have to be reminded and surprised. I'm always surprised. We're just here to support. And that's what I love about the women's program and the Tuesday night as well. But the program is, women tend to sometimes really want to tear people down, but here everybody's lifting each other up, and they're supportive, and they're encouraging. And when they don't understand, or they can't pick that hoof tonight, it's okay, we got next week. So it's just been really, I've been very privileged and honored to be a part of this type of program.
Well said. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much for your time.
Thank you.
A big thank you to our sponsor, Fox & Co. Bakery. Check them out for delicious baked goods and your catering needs.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, your bank for life.
It's football season, and we can create your outdoor tailgating spaces that is actually a part of your home. Bifold doors that tie in the inside and the outside, and you can gain anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 square feet living space, all while taking in the big game, poolside. Call us at Gather & Co. Kitchen and Bath, where we can create your unique tailgating space.
Hey Waco, meet your new favorite email. It's called the Waco Buzz, the local newsletter that skips crime and chaos and gets straight to the good stuff. New restaurants, hidden gems, weekend events, and stories that make you proud to call Waco home. It's quick, free, and written by people who love Waco as much as you do. Join thousands of neighbors who already start their mornings with the Waco Buzz at thewacobuzz.com.
Thank you so much for letting us come and see this amazing program.
Well, you're very welcome. Thank you for going out of your way to care and to be so interested in the people that it serves and the horses and then the people that volunteer and lead to make all this happen. Thank you for your interest.
I'm totally enchanted by the whole program and what I've been able to learn and gather. But in talking with some of the participants in the program, I mean, every one of them went to tears. You know, it is so touching. It means so much to them. That's got to be just amazing for you to wrap your head around.
Well, for me, it's just another realization of what a good partner the horse is. Because whether it's a small child learning how to walk or talk, or it's someone with Parkinson's, getting some improvement in balance and coordination, or it's somebody that's got a broken heart because of some sort of trauma they've gone through in their life. And they, we always say that these veterans, they learn to lead a horse and then they learn to lead themselves again. And isn't that what we all want? We all get lost. And so if the horse can help us physically or emotionally, it's a wonderful thing. And then the people that come out here to volunteer and teach they come from such a good place.
Yeah.
So agriculture is good for people.
Oh, no question about it. So what makes Rock kind of unique among other therapeutic riding facilities?
Well, I think if you went around and visited a lot of them, you'll find that we have a lot of things in common, more things in common maybe than we have different. However, Rock has been working with veterans for 20 years. We are kind of the longest known running of having this. We were one of the ones that started that program when we partnered with Fort Hood, the Equine Detachment, and we went down to BAMC in San Antonio and got that kicked off. And we've just stayed at it for the last 20 years. It's been quite an honor to have the veterans teach us what works and what doesn't work, and the horse. I mean, that's been an amazing part. And then we also have physical therapy and speech therapy here. Sometimes programs don't have that, and that has affected us and affected kind of the direction we've gone. And also, we've been really active in research since 2007, and so we have a staff that's curious about research and curious about why this works. And we always say we can tell stories all day long that will make you cry, but we also can show you with the research why it's actually working. And whether these veterans, the research that we did with veterans showed a decrease in anxiety, a decrease in an increase in quality of life, and a decrease in PTSD. So, our general philosophy is if you can decrease anxiety, you can keep people alive. And so, with suicide being such a big deal, and I think COVID made us all realize that we all have anxiety. So, the program that we teach at Texas A&M, we run a program at Texas A&M, and we use the cavalry horses, and then we teach a class out of the School of Veterinary Medicine. And in that class, we talk to those students about suicide and anxiety because it's very real in that population, because they're pre-med and pre-vet. I mean, the pressures are huge on all of those young people that have such a focus. So we talk about it, and we talk about how, and they tell us how the horse, when they go out to volunteer and lift up other children, lowers their anxiety as a student at Texas A&M. And so it's kind of universal. And it goes back to how nature is good for us and agriculture is good for us. And the horse is particularly helpful in just helping us be grounded, which we all need, especially in this day and age. We need to be grounded and present.
And the needs of these female veterans in particular.
Yeah.
Stephanie was saying so many of them have so many pressures with family, but this program brings the family into it.
They've done a wonderful job. I have not been as involved in the female-only program as some of our other staff, but I've seen, we saw there was a need. They weren't coming to the co-ed class because they didn't want to. They didn't feel safe. And by making a women's only community of veterans and then veterans helping them, it really made a difference. And that program's been going on, I want to say 11 years. Mm-hmm. So it's really been a great program as well.
Well, there's already obviously a bond between some of the ladies that are involved in this. And it was fun talking to them and hearing what the horse means to them, their horse.
Yeah, yeah. And when you ask them what they think about the program, it's usually they'll pull a picture of the horse out of their wallet and say, "This horse saved my life."
Yeah.
And so,
well, one called it her cardiologist.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's true.
Yeah.
Your heart rate can match with the horse's heart rate, and your heart rate's lowered, and blood pressure probably as well. So,
well, let's talk a little bit about hippotherapy. How is that different than what we're seeing? Is that what this is?
So that term is not used quite as much, but it was used for a long time. It comes from the Greek word for horse, hippotherapy, but it's the term they use now is equine assisted services is the umbrella term, and then underneath that is equine assisted activities and equine assisted learning and equine assisted therapy, which is formerly hippotherapy.
Okay.
And equine assisted therapy now can be it could be a mental health. You could be working with a mental health provider, or you could be working with a physical therapist or an occupational therapist or a speech therapist in conjunction in partnership with the horse. So I always say that from the sidewalk, if you look at it, it looks the same. And maybe not, maybe it would be different with the mental health provider. It might be in a private setting. But when you have a PT or speech or OT working with the horse, it might look very similar when you look out in the arena, but the goals are differently. So we're not focusing on teaching them how to ride. We're focusing on some skill that they need in their outside life. And that's what you hear about all the time is whether it's equine assisted services or equine assisted learning, the goal is that it helps people improve in independence and life skills. Yeah. And then their life is different afterwards. So anyway, it's been amazing.
That is truly the life changing part of all this. But you've seen these benefits across all ages. I mean, you work. Yeah. Tell them again your story, how you started this. You always kind of wanted to do this, and you thought it was just going to be a little after school thing with a few kids.
I wanted a horse, and I'd always wanted a horse. I never got one. I'd ridden a horse a little bit, just enough to be dangerous around a horse. And I was a physical therapy in the school district, and power wheelchairs were starting to be more available. And I would realize that when someone got a new power wheelchair, they became kind of a different person. And I was stunned by that realization that that movement and mobility and choice gave them a new personality or something I hadn't seen. And I realized I'd put them in a box. That was the first aha moment, is that I thought I'd figured those people out, and then they got mobility and I didn't know a thing about who they really were. So I decided I was going to quit my job in the school district as a physical therapist, and I was going to specialize either in power wheelchairs or go get a horse, which is what I had always wanted to do. So I resigned from my job and went and got the training. And then these beautiful people, George and Barbara Brightwell, gave us the first 20 acres. And so I got the training, and then through a series of events, a horse was donated, a wonderful horse, Miss Prissy Texan, that was still just one of the best horses I've ever worked with in the past 28 years. So it just all came together, and the volunteers have shown up. You know, like any business, it's a business. Right. It's an organization. We've had our hiccups, and we've had to learn where we weren't running it as well as we needed to, and we continue to learn. And it's amazing that the organization is what it is today. And it spends a lot of time helping teach and train other centers. I just drove in from Tarleton, Texas A&M Tarleton in Stephenville, because I'm on a committee, an advisory committee for the program they run up there, which is very exciting as well. They have some research going on, so I'm super proud of them. And we had somebody that was here 8 hours on Wednesday learning about what things they could benchmark with us to go back and take back to their program. And we're always benchmarking other programs and other places too, to see how we can get better. I learned some great things today from Tarleton that I want to incorporate here. So, you know, the key is to stay curious.
Yeah. And this has been, though, a walk of faith for you as well.
It has been. And I always say we were built on faith for sure, and continue to be led by prayer. But at the same time, you don't have to believe in any of that to be welcomed here, right, or to work here. We try to make it a place where all really means all, and that people are welcome.
But I think you've seen miracles happen with some of the people. I mean, I understand, like an autistic child who's never been verbal will say a first word on the back of a horse.
I've seen that happen, and I've seen them be nonverbal, and about 20 minutes into it, then they start talking, and the parent will be over here on the side crying. Yeah. And I've seen people that I thought we would never get on a horse. We had one this last week. We had this little bitty person, and that we really knew we couldn't put him on a horse yet. And we started working in July in the therapy gym, and we have a mechanical horse designed by Baylor Mechanical Engineering Department. It's the Miracle. The company's called Chariot Innovations. Brian Gardner helped us with.
Yeah, I've had him on the show.
All of that. Yeah. Well, that machine, we had this little person on, this little girl, since July, and we didn't know if we'd get her on a horse. And we took a chance this last week, and she got on sneakers, and she rode 2 laps, and then she went and did the rest of her work on Miracle. And that's a miracle to me, because when we looked at her in July and started working with her, we didn't think she'd have the trunk control and the head control to be able to do that. So we'll build on that with her connection with the horse and the movement with the horse. But we've done all this work in the therapy gym to get her ready. And that's even exciting to me, that I keep seeing these amazing things. And then we recently did some Parkinson's research. We did some at Texas A&M, and that was so exciting what we saw, the results, that we came back here and we wanted to start another Parkinson's program, and our schedule was full. So we decided to use the Miracle and see how the movement of the machine made a difference for 3 days in a row. And I'm hearing from those people that have done that, and I haven't seen the data yet from the research, but that they can tell a real difference. And so this rhythmical, bilateral, symmetrical movement can help, and it mimics walking. And so you can get 100 steps in 1 minute. And I'm assuming the machine is similar to the horse in giving the 100 steps. And for people that are really immobile because of a head injury or stroke or Parkinson's or MS, or dementia, it's really making a difference, because we're built to move. And we need to move to stay healthy. So it's pretty exciting to see what we're finding out there as well.
Yeah, the research is really stunning, and this is all heavily research based and what you're doing. Is there something that people maybe don't understand about equine therapy that you wish they did?
Well, there's a lot of science to it. And although horses are definitely good for you, they are big animals and they can also be very dangerous. And so here we follow under PATH International, that's Professional Association of Therapeutic Horsemanship. And we have certified therapeutic riding instructors, and we have policies and procedures and protocols for every single thing we do. And when you follow those, this is a pretty safe industry. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't necessarily mean that being around horses is always safe. So, and the horses move differently. So in order to have a successful equine assisted services experience, you have to study what the person needs and fit them with the right horse and the right saddle. And then you create a team of volunteers, sometimes 2 sidewalkers and a horse handler. And which instructor? Do they need speech? Do they need physical therapy? Do they need therapeutic riding? And so it's a puzzle to get it right. And there's quite a bit to it. And sometimes goals happen that you weren't working on. So, we had a gentleman with MS, and we had all these goals that we were working on. And in the end, he was able to get in and out of bed by himself, where before his wife had somebody come over in the morning and the evening to get him in and out of bed. Well, that's a huge, that was life-changing for that family. That's a quality of life change. It really was. Yeah. And so we didn't have that written down as our goal, but we see goals improve all the time with our families and our surveys. We survey our volunteers and we survey our families, and we survey staff and board, all of that. And the information that comes back is amazing. Yeah.
So how are you funded?
We're funded through donations, contributions, grants, and special events, like the special event that you helped with.
Man,
2 weeks ago.
So much fun. Yeah, the Cowgirl Bruncheon.
It was great.
We just had a ball.
Well, you did a great job. You were our MC, and it was just so smooth and wonderful. Our theme of that Cowgirl Bruncheon is courage and grit, and we give these pearl bracelets out because no grit, no pearl is kind of a thing. And we just realized that all of us have gotten to where we are because we've had hard times.
Yeah.
And that grit is actually what makes the pearl. Mm-hmm. And what helps us out. So it's a celebration luncheon, and we do try to raise some money at it as well, but it sure is fun.
Oh, it was so much fun. And mine is at home. You gave me that.
Oh, do you need to borrow one?
I need to borrow one.
I have others. So
I need to borrow one. I need to borrow one because I've used that expression so many times. And I meant to put it on, and it's sitting right in my jewelry box. Is exactly where it is. Well, after decades of working in this field, what inspires you to get up every morning and come in?
I think because I continue to learn and be surprised, and I'm also surprised by donors. And we next April 11th we're going to do our 20th barn dance, and we string lights across this arena, and we drop 90 tables, and we bring in a big band and lights and a dance floor. We build a dance floor, and those donors get in here and they decide to spend money to help fund this program every year. And so that's amazing. And then the research keeps me going, because when I first started as a physical therapist, I thought you had to sit on the back of a horse to get the benefits. And the research now shows that groundwork, all kinds of groundwork and interaction can make a really big deal. Last night at our board meeting, we had our board go out in the arena with 2 horses, and they were given an assignment and they couldn't touch the horse. And that's an example of equine assisted learning. And what happened is it was utter chaos until they started working together. And then when they became a team, they were able to get the 2 horses to do what the assignment was. And it was fascinating to watch that whole dynamic of that's true for all of us, that we all we need each other. We need community, and we need to work together. And I was fascinated watching my board of directors go through it. It was great. So the horse has so many aspects to it that are not just sitting on the back of the horse. It can also be from the ground. And even teaching these young people how to care for an animal, those aspects, you know, how to groom and tack up their horse and all of that. It's a big animal.
Yeah.
And that confidence you can get when you're able to learn those skills. It's amazing.
Well, they are magical. We keep
Yes.
saying that, but they truly are.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
They really, really are.
Thank you, Nancy.
You're
You
so
are awesome.
welcome.
This
it's
is so much
very
fun.
to always to talk
No
to you.
grit, no pearl.
No grit, no pearl.
This is what $500,000 in a duffel bag looks like. Actually not real. That's because it's actually prop money. It looks realistic from a distance, but up close you can see it says for motion picture purposes. Visit propmoney.com today to get your money seen or money shot right with Prop Money Inc.
Welcome to Market XLS, your all-in-one Excel solution for investors. Designed as an enterprise-grade platform, Market XLS caters to investment managers, secure and efficient investment management and research. Book your free demo.
VivoSun's mission is to empower growers with stylish and effective products, making indoor growing accessible and enjoyable for everyone. Visit vivosun.com today and get started making growing plants and vegetables easy and automatic.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
At Covers & All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. We deliver premier protection at affordable prices and express shipping. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you, and I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. I won't the same tear. If you're not here with me, and when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, blue Christmas. And you'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, blue Christmas.
Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. At TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, Your Bank for Life.
It's football season, and we can create your outdoor tailgating spaces that is actually a part of your home. Bifold doors that tie in the inside and the outside, and you can gain anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 square feet living space, all while taking in the big game, poolside. Call us at Gather & Co. Kitchen and Bath, where we can create your unique tailgating space.
A big thank you to our sponsor, Fox & Co. Bakery. Check them out for delicious baked goods and your catering needs.
At Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat, we're proud to be your premier destination in Waco for exceptional automotive service. Whether you're searching for a new vehicle, a quality pre-owned car, or dependable service and parts, our team is here to take care of you every step of the way. Visit Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Waco, where great deals, friendly service, and your next ride are waiting. Come by, let's be friends.
City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Merry Christmas.
And that brings us to the end of today's Rock On Veterans Equine Therapy Program. A heartfelt thank you to our guests and to all who make this life-changing work possible. And to our veterans, your courage, your service, and your stories inspire us every day. Until next time, take care, stay strong, and as always, rock on.